Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the 5 best home coffee roasters in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks. Then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a home coffee roaster. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 5. Kaldi. This roaster delivers the look, feel and final product of a coffeehouse-worthy machine. It'll entirely transform your at-home coffee experience, exposing the optimal flavor notes in every batch of beans. A high price tag makes the item a long-term investment, but the features and performance make it worthwhile. The stirring drum holds up to 250 grams of coffee beans, though 200 grams is the recommended amount per batch. Fully motorized, all you have to do is place the roaster over a gas burner for heat to be evenly and thoroughly distributed across the raw coffee beans. Other features include an easy-to-read thermometer, a probe rod, and a reliable chaff holder. If this machine isn't quite the right fit, measuring 14 by 1 by 8 by 22.1 inches, Kaldi also manufactures a high-quality mini roaster that's smaller in size and slightly cheaper. Number 4. Sandbox Smart R1 plus C1. One of the most advanced coffee roasters designed for home use is Sandbox Smart's R1 roaster. The sleek square device is controlled by Bluetooth and an easy-to-use app. After downloading the app to your phone or tablet, simply select between a light, medium or dark roast. Customers can then make adjustments during the roasting process, like changing the fan speed, drum speed, and temperature. The app also tracks roast history should you ever want to look back at your ideal specs. The many features and settings might require a slight learning curve, and it could take a few batches to figure out your preferences, but once you get the hang of it, the high-tech elements will be a delight. There are 2 main drawbacks to consider before purchasing, though. First, the R1 roaster comes with an extremely high price tag. Second, it has a somewhat small capacity, only capable of holding up to 100 grams of coffee per roast. Number 3. Nuvo Eco. Nuvo ceramic coffee bean roaster lets users make coffee via the old-school fire roasting process. All you have to do is place the item over a gas stove, campfire, or electric cooktop for an average of 15 minutes to produce richly roasted coffee beans. Be aware that it's not compatible with induction cooktops, however. The manual handheld item can roast up to 70 grams of beans at once. This is a smaller capacity than most electric roasters, but still enough to brew several cups of coffee afterward. The ceramic material has good thermal conductivity to roast the beans properly. While the grip does protect your hands, it's wise to wear gloves while using. The hot roaster should not be placed on a cold surface or immersed in water. Even though it's a serious tool, the item is attractive enough to be used as a decor item when not roasting beans, so you can leave it on display rather than hiding it in the pantry. Number 2. Divey Gas. The sleek, lightweight roaster only needs to be placed over a gas stove to get your morning coffee started. It's primarily made of stainless steel, but the drum is made of sturdy quartz glass, which lets you see the beans change color as they roast. A wooden handle provides an elegant touch as well. The roasting process for this item is more hands-on than that of electric models, but it gets the job done nonetheless, and as a silver lining, the manual turning offers more control over the beans. It has a fairly large capacity, holding up to 400 grams of coffee beans, but 200 to 300 grams per batch is recommended for optimal use. Keep in mind that the purchase does not include a gas burner, even though one is featured in photographs. Customers also recommend outside use, as this roaster can get smoky. Number 1. Mifsen. Mifsen's home coffee roaster not only has one of the largest bean capacities you can find, it's also one of the most affordably priced machines out there. It holds a whopping 750 grams, roughly 1.6 pounds of your favorite coffee beans. Customers give the item especially high marks in durability and value for money, suggesting that it's a sound long-term investment for coffee lovers who want to craft their favorite caffeinated drink from step 1. This roaster is also extremely user-friendly. The inside is lined with non-stick material for easy cleaning, and it's simple to adjust the temperature thanks to a dial that goes from 0 to 240 degrees. Flip the switch and in just 30 minutes you'll have rich home-roasted coffee beans, or as an extra perk, you can roast various nuts. FAQ. Is roasting your own coffee worth it? Coffee roasting is not only a fun hobby, it also makes sense financially. Typically, 2 pounds of really good green coffee will cost you about the same as 9 ounces of roasted beans from your local specialty coffee dealer. In other words, you save a lot of money by roasting at home. Of course, you also have to factor in the time spent roasting, but generally speaking, it's worth it to roast at home. One of the most important things to consider when shopping for a small coffee roaster is the capacity. If you drink much coffee on a daily basis, you don't want a machine with a low capacity. I used to roast coffee in a popcorn machine, but with a capacity of around 100 grams or 4 ounces, it quickly grows cumbersome. 100 grams of coffee will turn into 85 grams of roasted coffee, which you'll probably be able to drink in a day or two. Many coffee roasters work better when not loaded at full capacity, so you want to have a bit of wiggle room. How long does it take to roast coffee beans? Coffee roasting typically takes between 8 and 12 minutes. If you go faster, you risk either scorching the bean or underdeveloping it. Both are roast defects that'll give you unpleasant flavors. If you roast the coffee too slow, you'll end up baking it. This will make the coffee taste dull and less vibrant than it ought to. The devil really is in the details when it comes to coffee roasting. 1 or 2 extra minutes can make a significant difference. This is because the beans have what is called an exothermic reaction when the first crack occurs. At this point, the beans will develop rapidly. The skilled roast master is able to navigate during these crucial minutes.